Hello? Is anyone there? Is Candice there? Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I've taken a bit of a hiatus here and there. And this last couple of weeks has been very interesting for me. And in this episode, I want to tell you all about it. This episode is also about not slamming the door on your desires. The Embody podcast accompanies you on your journey of remembering and embodying your true nature, integration and alignment with your vibrational clarity, self-love, and living a life of beauty and wholeness. It's a menu of transformative healing tools, experientials, meditations, and practices from a blend of family constellations, somatic therapies, and holistic and spiritual practices, sprinkled with vulnerable conversations with people who have the courage to be themselves, Alive Now episodes with updates on my personal process, and Reverie episodes that are spiritual succulents that honor, reveal, hug, shake, or stir you into love. I'm your host, Candice Wu, integrative and intuitive healing facilitator and artist. Hello, and welcome back to the Embody podcast. It's so great to have you here. I would invite you to just take this little moment just to yourself, to breathe, to feel your body, to check in with your heart, and to open the space of allowing whatever's here to be here. To open the space of color and senses and imagery, and to just let all of what's trying to find you or alert you or send you a message to have an open pathway. So speaking of open passageways, this episode is about giving yourself the momentum for your desires to manifest. Are you somebody that slams the door on your desires? What do I mean? I mean, do you think to yourself, I would love to go on that vacation, or I would love to have this kind of job, or I want that, but. So you can hear it in my tone, like, I would love that, but, and then you proceed to tell yourself all the reasons that you can't do it, or that it wouldn't be possible, or work out the logic of it, the functionality of it, and conclude that it doesn't work right now, or that you can't make that work. Do you compare yourself to others and think, well, I'm not like that person, so I can't have that, or that's just not going to happen for me? So you're basically slamming the door on yourself, on what you desire, because you're not giving any room for the new energy or for your expansion to occur by dreaming or imagining what it is that you desire and feeling into that space. You're just saying, I'd want that, but slam. So you open the door slightly and then you slam it shut. What about opening the door a little longer? If you open the door or the window and let the breeze come in and let yourself explore what's on the other side of that door, to feel into the territory of the new energetic space, of the new vibration, of what you imagine could be possible or will be possible when you get there. Feel it. Feel it in your body. Embody it. Let every single cell of your body feel it all the way down to your toes. What will it feel like when you have that vacation? What will it feel like when you get that job or when you have that relationship that you want? Let yourself wander into that new territory or new space. Or maybe it's not new to you and it's just that you want more of that. And that's even better because your body knows what it feels like to have it. So either way, wander into that space. Hang out there longer and leave the door open longer. Because what you're doing is you're opening up that energetic space in your body, in your being, in your energy, so that new possibilities or the new possibilities can come in around what you desire. Basically, you're sending and transmitting a signal to the universe or multiverse that you want this and your energy is open for it. The doors are open, not shut. And when you hang out there longer, Abraham Hicks says 17 seconds is all you need. But the longer you can hang out there, what you're doing is creating a state of being that says, I am in this joy or pleasure or happiness, in this delight. That is me. And then all the things that you desire that really are for you will line up and just be on their way to you. It's like you're lining up with yourself and not allowing things to block what's coming for you, what's really for you, what wants to find its way to you as well, because it's what you need and want. If you're somebody in life that likes to learn and grow, you might be constantly expanding into new territory of your energy, into new spaces of your being that you open up and become more whole, you become more yourself. And even when you are, especially when you are accepting and loving yourself exactly as you are, with exactly what you have right here and now, you can be in even more of your creative power, and you can design and create what you desire. You can allow that to manifest by letting that door hang open a little longer and not slamming it on yourself. And when you do slam the door or slam the window shut, notice what does come. This usually is a great place to witness what it is that is blocking you from allowing all the things you desire to land and to step into that new zone. And when we're in the new zone, we are able to see different possibilities, different ways that things can happen. Magical things happen, unexpected things happen, and things happen in ways that we don't really even fathom when we're in the old space, when we're in the space that says, nope, that can't happen. When we're in the space that we're hard on ourselves, or we have criticism of what we desire, or where we say that just can't happen because X, Y, and Z. I recently attended an animation voiceover workshop with Such a Voice, and Wendy Shapiro, a voiceover artist, was in the webinar. And she said that her acronym for FEAR is Future Events Already Ruined. So when you allow the fear to pervade, and when you believe the fear, the future events are already ruined. You can't actually have them. So can we just feel the fear through? Can we allow the fear to move through on one hand, but also stretch that muscle and allow that door to what we desire to hang open so that we can call in what we desire and have a landing space that it can come right in. So this topic floats right into my updates for the last couple of weeks. I've been letting that door hang open, but I've also slammed it shut a few times on myself. I've been launching my voiceover career, as many of you know, and it's been really exciting in some ways and also very challenging in other ways. I'm really getting going, which is fantastic. And right now, I'm back in my flow where I feel the energy and the momentum to share what this experience is for me, to share with people what I'm doing, and to put it out there. When I was young, I did not speak very much. I just kept my mouth shut. I was shy. My second grade teacher had to tell my mom to tell me to raise my hand more often. I think I'd raised my hand like once or twice in a matter of 2 or 3 months. It was terrifying. I did not like the attention. I did not like feeling like I had no idea how to express myself, what to say. I didn't feel like my thoughts, words, ideas, emotions, that anything was important or that I was even smart. I thought I was really stupid. So I stopped myself from talking a lot when I was younger. And then cheerleading was a big part of me using my voice, although I didn't have to actually say things that came from me. I just used the chants and the cheers and said them very loudly. and I was good at it. So that was a good thing. But now in my life, after years of healing work and after clearing so many of those beliefs, after starting this podcast and wanting this to be about expression, healing, loving yourself, I've gotten to a place where I really like the sound of my own voice. I want to put my words and thoughts out there. And I'm still doing healing on that, feeling like I belong even more, feeling like I can be here, be in my fullness. And voiceover is one of those ways that I'm playing with because I really like exploring my voice. I love to create different ways that my voice sounds. And I really like giving people the experience of an emotion or a story that someone wants to tell and that they need a voice to tell it in a certain way that conveys what they want to share. So I really like doing commercials. I like doing narration and audiobooks that tell a story that I can connect to, but also that share products or companies that really are doing something interesting in the world, doing something that people are passionate about or that they care about. So that's what my voiceover work is all about now. And singing has been a part of it too. I've been singing a lot with my band lately. I play a little keyboard. We're creating music. I'm taking voice lessons twice a week for singing. And all of that has helped me to find even more connection and strength in my own sound, but also the things I want to say in the world or the things I want to say each day in each moment. This really came to a head in my program when I had a moment I really needed to take more ownership and to use my voice to express what I wanted and needed out of the program and where it fell short for me or where I needed to step up a little bit and advocate for myself. And the program that I'm in took it very well, and I got everything I needed. And it had to do with my demo for commercials. And I'm really excited because it's going to be a lot better the second time around than it was the first time. That's going to be out soon, and my website's going to be out soon, thevoicemuse.com, but it's not quite ready right now, and it's in construction. And in other news in my world, I've been seeing turtles in the road. Lots of turtles. Okay, 2 of them. But that's more than I've seen in years in Michigan. One was a very, very big snapping turtle, and the other was a smaller turtle, probably about the size of my whole hand, spread open wide. And the first one, I actually got out of the car because it was a medium-sized road, and I moved it across the street. It was terrifying because it was trying to bite me. Of course, it was scared, and I'm this giant being trying to move it across the street. But I was getting the message to move a little slower. Seeing the turtles reminded me that I needed to come back to that slow, wise part of myself that can take things in, that can trust and enjoy, and move in a way that feels good to me, not one that pushes me a little too fast. But for me, it was to slow down. And clearing up some of my fears helped me to do that and to come back to that wisdom. When I'm starting something new and fears come up, what I can tend to do is hustle and try to push myself. And what I know I need to do, the task list that I know I need to do or want to do, it becomes a need, it becomes a should. And I would like it to feel like this is what I want. And I feel inspired and I feel like it's an organic action coming from me from a place of joy and fun. So when the fears come in and I start to listen to them, I want to push myself to do these things. But what I've been doing instead, which I remember doing when I was first a therapist, the fears would come up and I would move through them. And then a new wave of clients would come in, new energies would come in, or new opportunities would come in, the ones that I wanted, the ones that were really exciting. So I'm giving myself the space to do that and also remembering that this is what it's all about. I'm really here to expand. I'm really here to be more in myself and be fuller in myself and be aligned. And all the fears that come up, they're not me. All the thoughts that make me feel tension, those are parts of me that may be old, that want to come into integration into the now, where I'm connected with who I am, with the loving that I bring to myself. So this is what I'm here for, although I'd love it to be easier. And it is much easier than in years past. So I'm allowing myself to move through the feelings and to let them transform and alchemize my energy. So then I'm in a much more inspired action when I take the steps that I need for my voiceover career or singing or for my healing work and work with my clients, which I still am loving and so happy that I have a whole other dimension of myself that I can bring to it. So what that looks like is not pushing myself to do the to-do list, but stopping and pausing and feeling into what's coming up that makes me feel like this is scary, or what's coming up that I'm uncertain or confused, or where I feel like things become an obligation or a should or a task that is just on my list. It's not. It's something that can be fun. I realize not everybody has the opportunity to just stop and feel those emotions, but can you? Can you find a little window? Can you find a few moments to do that? Even just to write down on a piece of paper, I'm scared, I'm freaking out, I don't want to do this, and to just let words spill out. That can help even for a couple of minutes. And you take a breath, a drink of water maybe, and then get back to what you need to be doing. Or if you can take longer, great. I'm cheering you on. So in the next couple of months, I hope to be offering a few workshops around voice, our expression, what we need to say, and how to clear the blocks that are there, how to re-energize or restore our body to our true and natural organic voice and what we want to express in the world. So keep your eyes out for that. Check out my Instagram. Check out my newsletter if you haven't signed up for that. I haven't put out a newsletter in probably a year, but I'm going to be doing that soon. Yeah, find me on my new Instagram at The Voice Muse. And I'd love to chat with you on any of those platforms. It's so great to have you here, and hope you give yourself a big, big, big hug and lots of warmth for the days ahead, for the weeks ahead. There's certainly a lot going on in the world that can trigger us. And I'm just sending you so much warmth, gentleness, and support. See you next time on the Embody Podcast.